Hey guys, I'm going to have a quick recipe I'm going to make for you. It's chicken orzo soup, and as you see, I'm chopping half of an onion here, and then I also have a little bit extra in a container that I'm going to be pouring in there and put the other one away. Then I'm going to take one stalk of celery and chop that up and put that in here. And then we're also going to add some carrots. So I've got 2 carrots that I'm going to chop and put in here. And inside my pot I have some chicken already cooked. It's shredded chicken. It was left over from another meal, so it was about 2 cups of shredded chicken. I just put that in that pot with it. You could probably do the vegetables first without the chicken, but this is the way that I decided to do it. I'm going to put a little bit of grapeseed oil in there and a spoonful of garlic. And then I'm just going to cook this over here on medium heat until the vegetables are nice and tender. And here I'm going to add some, this is like a Mrs. Dash, it's a salt alternative spice that someone told me about, so I'm going to add that in here just to give us some different flavorings. Try something different and this will be good. And then while this is cooking over here and simmering, I'm going to come back and I'm going to chop up some spinach. So I'm going to add spinach to this recipe. It's good, kids will eat it just chopped up in soup, so we're going to have that in here after it's all cut up. And then I'm going to go add it to my vegetables after they're soft. Just pour it right in. You can do it at the end of the soup or right now. And then I'm just going to stir that around, and then I've got my chicken stock. So I've got 4 cups of chicken stock. I'm going to be pouring that in. There's 2, there's 4, and then I'm actually going to do another 2 cups of water in here just because it wasn't that much. And then I added 16 ounces of orzo pasta. This is whole wheat pasta. I'm going to pour that right in top there. I actually went back to my sink, got a little bit more water, about 1 more cup, and poured that in there. And then I just let that boil. Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. Hopefully you enjoyed that recipe I made. It smells so good in here. I had some orzo pasta in my pasta, or is it rice? Whole wheat pasta is actually pasta. I've had this in my pantry, and I'm gonna make a soup with a bread bowl today, and so I'm like, I need to share this because I feel like this is really going to be something delicious. So it smells so good in here. This is just, I Googled a couple different recipes and I'm like, I think I'm going to do my own thing. So that's what I did. So that's what I got cooking over there. So I figured while that was cooking, we'll see the end result when it's done boiling. So I thought when that was going on, I'll share less stuff, more life with you this week. So usually this day I just share less stuff, more life, but I thought, you know what, I'm cooking something delicious. Got to share because it might bring you some new ideas for your home for dinner tonight. So this week is going to be thankful. Last week we had about being happy. This week's going to be about being thankful. Why is it so important to be thankful? Because it helps you cultivate a heart of gratitude and the joyfulness. If you're always looking at what you don't have and the things that are not going good in your life, you're focusing on the wrong thing, right? The Bible says to think on things that are lovely, pure, of good report. The same thing with what we're thinking about all the time. If we're just thinking about things when they're going great, like when everything's looking good and life is going good, then yay, everything, I'm thankful for everything I have. But as soon as something goes bad, we're immediately like, the world is ending. And it's like, we need to be cultivating that all the time in our lives. Let me check this. I just didn't want to boil over and have my soup be ruined here. So what are some things that we gain through going through hard times? It's, you know, because it's easy to be thankful for things when things are good, right? That's easy, that's given. But what about when things are hard? Like maybe right now when you're stuck at home. What are some things that we can gain from being thankful for what we have? We gain some strength. You know what that means? You know what it means to have some strength? It means that we grow stronger and our reward gets better, because the next time when things come up in our life, we're not as like broken down and can't handle it anymore. It makes you stronger so that when the devil comes against you and tries to get you, you're like, you know what, I already got this. I already dealt with this. This is not a big deal. This is really not a big deal. It can be replaced. Even though it got broken, it can be replaced. Or, you know what, that person's not going to talk to me, or my boss isn't treating me good, but that's okay. I'm going to be confident and stand strong and true and just keep pushing forward through this, right? We want to have that strength. One of the greatest things we can do is when we are going through trials and we are going through things that go wrong in our life, we can stay strong. And we might not be feeling those things, but we can't go by those feelings. We might not be feeling like awesomeness inside, but we can go, you know what? I'm going to stay true to my calling. I'm going to do what God wants me to do no matter what. And then when you get out of it and you're on the other side, because guess what? You can always go up those mountains, right? You can always get to that top of the mountain, but eventually you come back down and life does return to normal, right? It just might be going through a different season or a different mountain in your life, right? If you go through it with that strength, you can come out and go, okay, look what God did. I stand firm. And that's when your life will be a testimony of what God has done in your life, and you will be able to help someone else that goes through the same similar thing that you have gone through, and it's how you got through it. But if you just fall apart and say, the woe is me, life is awful, there's just no way, I just can't do this, life is, you're not a testimony of God, because God says in his word, I can do, it says in the book of Philippians, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. It's not by our own strength, trust me. Our own bodies just want to ruin things and just like, I can't do it. Like, my dinner just ruined. It's not going to be a good thing tonight, but you know what? Through the strength of God, we're going to get through it no matter what. Hey, your car got hit, it got smashed. Or something happened with you and your kids and they broke something in your house, or they ruined something on your couch, your brand new couch. You just got to go, okay. It's one thing I've learned over the years. Hold on. Turn that way down there. One thing I've learned over the years is the overreacting of things when things come up, and I have asked my older kids, Mom, freaked out over things. I can't believe you freaked out over that. And I still may occasionally freak out, but I try to more now. It looks like I don't even care sometimes. Like the kids will go, wow, Mom, that's not I can't believe you didn't go crazy on that. And I said, because it's really, what are you gonna do? What's done is done. I can tell them not to do this for next time. Like we had an incident in our house, and the little boys did something. I won't share what they did because they'll watch this video years down the road and they'll be like, Mom, I can't believe you said that. And they busted something, and it was, it'll be something that'll be costly. And so, and they were like, oh my goodness, did you beat them? And I'm like, I didn't beat them. I'm like, no. I said, I did specifically tell them not to ever do that. And I said, and I can't expect them as little boys to know that, hey, if you do that, then this is going to happen. I'm like, they had to learn. I said, they had to learn. I said, what are you going to do? I said, now they know. Don't do that because something could break. And so it's one of those things, okay? You just do what you can do. So now I have something that's broken, and I'm like, okay, it's not my favorite, it's not the best, but what can I do to make it good? That's how you do it, right? I know when I got my vehicle, I had my brand new car, and I was all excited, and I had a child that scratched something on it, and I was like, and it was within like the first couple weeks of having it, and I was like, but what am I gonna do? It's a scratch. Do you know how many scratches I have in my car now from shopping carts from people I don't even know at the grocery store? Plenty. What are you gonna do? You gonna freak out over it? No. It's not all you can do. You do what you can do. If it's, it doesn't help to blow up on the situation at all. It never does, because all you do is just create more strife in your situation around you. But if you can just go, okay, take a breather, take a big breather. Sometimes you gotta take big breathers, and then you just go, if you can learn your reaction time to be way longer than it needs to be, like reaction meaning like your blow up anger reaction, you can take a break back, step back and go, okay, what are you gonna do? Not a whole lot. Take a breather. Is it really worthwhile to freak out on my kids on and let them see how miserable and awful they are? Maybe there's something that you should. I don't know. I'm not here to judge what your situation is, but if it really can't change, take a step back and say, is this worth of doing? Take a breather and say, okay, what can I do to fix this? What can I do to help the situation? That's all you can do. That is when your life can be a testimony of things around you. If you can be grateful for what you have, like I know the thing that they broke, I was like, well, could have been worse. What are you gonna do? I had my car, a tree fell, a branch of my tree, because we didn't, clean our trees out, cut trees down. Can I get mad because they didn't cut the trees down? That's my fault? No, that's not what you do. A tree fell and it hit the back, it hit my wiper in the back. So what I'm saying is, hey, thankful it didn't smash on my car, and so thankful it didn't break a window. Thankful it didn't hit a child outside. So it's a wiper. So I had to buy a new wiper. What are you gonna do? It's bent a little bit. Greg's gonna have to fix it. What are you gonna do? That's all you can do. If it's things that somebody else busts because you've repeatedly told them, hey, don't break that, don't do that, then you have a little consequence for their actions. But if it's something that happened, there's not a whole lot you can do, right? So you just have to okay, take a breather, step back, it makes you stronger. Animals barking. I'm not outside, so I'm trying to do this inside so they don't bark. So being thankful for things that you have. Sometimes it's doing the mundane tasks of life. Like if you had a sink full of dishes sometimes I know I get up and I'm like, oh my goodness, tons of dishes, or oh my goodness, tons of laundry. But you know what I gotta say is, hey, I thank God that I can buy all those clothes for those kids, because there's many people that can barely find money to buy clothes for their kids at all. Thankful we get a variety of food to eat, because some people in the world are trying to figure out what they're gonna eat because they're starving, they haven't eaten all day. You gotta be thankful for the things that you have instead of always looking at the bad and the negative in things in life. And when you do that, trust me, it'll make your life 1,000 times better. If you can learn to cultivate that thankfulness and gratitude all the time, you'll be miles ahead most people in the world. How do you do that? How do you start? You start right now, like right now. Start saying things you're thankful for. And when a situation comes up today, because things will come up, you have to go, okay, what am I thankful for? So let's say your child just spills milk all over the kitchen table. And I think we did a heart of gratitude because I think I used the same example, but maybe it's a tree that falls on the back of your car like mine, and I could freak out. I mean, I could freak out because it's my car and I can't believe that busted and all these things. What are you gonna do? You know when something consumes me, when that's constantly all that you think about over and over and over again. So you gotta like stop yourself and go, okay, is this worth thinking about over and over again? No, there's nothing you can do about it. So just stop and just move forward. I know it's something like I ordered simple, and it was something simple like the dog flea medicine. I ordered the wrong thing and I was like, oh, I can't believe I did that. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. And so then I had to think about it, and then it kept thinking about it in my mind, and I'm like, stop. What am I doing? So I bought the wrong stuff. So it was $10 worth of wasted stuff. What are you gonna do? God will bring me that $10 some other way. Not too concerned about it. So you have to think of those things. Something gets busted in your house. Okay, well, God, I'm gonna believe for the funds for you to fix that. That's what you do. Car gets busted, I have to buy a $40 wiper blade. And I'm like, so can't think about where the money's gonna come from. No, God, hey, trees on my car, I need that fixed. Bring that money in somehow. You gotta start looking to God to help solve your problems so that you're not focusing on the people out here to help solve your problems, right? Bring me the finances so I can get it fixed. It doesn't help to go over and over and over and think on that negative. You gotta think of that thankfulness attitude. So that's the key. All right, so we got dinner here. I'm excited. This looks really good. Let me bring you over here. I'm following my, remember I made my monthly menu for the month. So I've started on Sunday, which is always weird because I shopped on Tuesday. So my Wednesday is bread bowls and soup. So this, oh, this is delicious looking. Ooh, yeah. So this is gonna be a little bit thicker, and that's what I wanted it to do. But I'm thinking I was gonna add cheese into it, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that yet. I might take some out and do it a little bit separate because I know Jaden can't have cheese. Let me get a spoon. But I feel like my kids would like the cheese in here, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll try it and see if it's any good. Maybe we just put like shredded cheese on it. Oh yeah. So let me blow on this and try it. Yeah, that's good. That's delicious. Let me show you what it looks like. Look at that. Orzo soup. So what I did, let me show you. My oven's been broken, and that's okay. Again, it'll get fixed eventually when Greg has time to fix it, but right now I'm not able to use it. So I wanted to make bread bowls, and I could have like just complained away, I don't have an oven, I can't bake anything. But instead I'm like, you know what, I'll go to the store and buy some buns. These were $6 from Sam's Club. You know, we got a lot of buns. I didn't have to heat up my oven, and I didn't have to go to work preparing them. So I got Kaiser rolls. That was about the closest I could find to, I'm thinking of bread rolls. So I'm thinking to take this, Halloween out the inside, and then putting the soup in, and the kids can eat it that way, or they can dip their bread in it, however they want to do it. That's how we're going to serve them up. I'm looking to see if there's a hole in the bottom. The soup's tonight, and then I'm going to put cheese in here. I'm debating. I feel like cheese is going to be better. Maybe I'll take some out and do cheese. Because some kids might like cheese, some might not. Let's do a switcher mixer. Let's do that. Let me bring you back over here. All right, let me get a bowl out, and we're gonna mix them up in that. All right, so let's put some soup in a bowl here, and I've got nacho cheese, because I feel like that would be super cheesy. And we're gonna put some in here, and I feel like that's gonna be really good. So that actually tastes really good with the cheese in there. I'm gonna keep out the cheese for the ones that don't want cheese in there. So I'm gonna make a little bowl here, show you what we're gonna serve it for dinner tonight. For the ones that don't want the cheesy nacho stuff in there, you don't have to put the cheesy nacho. You can just sprinkle like Parmesan cheese on this would be really good too. Or just some cheddar cheese. Oh, let me put that back up here to keep it warm. So what I've got then, we'll have some plain and then we'll have the cheesy one here. So I'm gonna take my bread right now. And it's just a Kaiser bun. There's a little hole, so we're gonna see. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is flip it this way so that the hole doesn't get, I'm gonna cut just a little circle out of the top and pull out some bread. Let's just try this. Okay, look how delicious. Now I could have just pulled it out perfectly and set it on top. Oh, I think that's gonna be great. And then they can just eat it out of there and dip the bread. So let me dip it. Let me get, that's good. So now, let me go get the reactions of the kids and see what they think of this. My kids have never had a bread bowl soup, so let's go see what they think of the bread bowl soup. All right, so I didn't show the reactions. Steven took it and was like, no, he ate it, but he's like, he doesn't really like soup, cheesy soup, which is interesting. He probably liked the other kind, but the girls, Brooklyn liked it. She took the bowl and ate it. Maddie, she's like, I'll eat this all the time. In Autumn, she's my other one that doesn't like everything. She enjoyed it too, so I feel like this is gonna be a winner dinner. So this was good. I didn't make, my goal this month is to not make a big amount. I'm having to downsize, like not having Evan eat all the time because he gets his own food mostly, not having Colin here. That, and Lauren doesn't eat here all the time either. That's like bigger adults eating. So I'm learning to cut down on my meals. Like I know the other day we had nachos. Yesterday we had nachos and Evan ate, which was fine. I don't mind him eating, but I was like, oh, the dinner's all gone. And so just being used to like not cooking on a smaller scale. So we're getting there. I'm learning it. It's just trying to like downsize. So I'm trying not to have a ton of leftovers because we don't need to eat a ton of leftovers. But this soup is definitely a delicious winner. I'm sure it'll get eaten up tonight very well. Cheesy bread rolls. I like the cheese, but I know I'll have it without the cheese. So that's my dinner tonight. Does that sound good? That sounds delicious. So this is gonna be your video. I thought I gotta throw this in here with the list of Moreland about being gratitude, being thankful. But I also wanna throw you some food in there because, you know, I'm cooking all the time and maybe to bring somebody else an idea. So, all right, so I hope you enjoyed today's video of making orzo, chickeny orzo soup for the first time. That sounds good. And choosing to be thankful for things. So right now, I want you to think about some things you're thankful for. Hey, why don't you list them in the description below? Let's do that. How about you list 3 things you're thankful for? 3 things, simple. Could be, I have a phone. Could be, I'm alive. Might have to think hard. I can see. Hey, might be easy. Or thankful for my family, thankful for my church, thankful for whatever you got in your life that you're thankful for. Let's list that and down in the comment section below. 3 things you're thankful for. So, all right, you guys have a fantastic, I'm talking fantastic rest of your day. And I'm gonna see you again tomorrow. You know what tomorrow's gonna be? Tomorrow is gonna be a shopping with Amy. Oh yes, we're gonna do a huge once a month grocery shopping haul. I don't know, how are we gonna be able to do it and get everything we need in a month? You have to watch and see. So, all right, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.